Manchester City stand at the dawn of yet another league campaign. The overwhelming question being, of course, how ready are they? It's a great time to be a fan. Smiles are beaming, expectations are up. They've been deprived of the game during the off-season. It feels like an eternity. New hopes, new faces, but the same old game. That match-day feeling is well and truly back. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture-perfect for a game of this nature. So everybody starts on nothing. Last season is in the past. We are all equals.
Yes, Peter, and I believe that year on year the game is going from strength to strength. It's impossible for that not to happen because of the increasing wealth. That attracts the best talent and management and, of course, greater expectation. The boundaries have to continue being stretched and to the limit. Supporters have an insatiable appetite to want more excitement and entertainment, so let the show begin.
There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Souček tries to clear. And he's there to clear it. Nicely controlled. Foden tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Knocks it away. Rodri. He's looked long this time. Bowen gets it away. That's a throw. Cuts it out. Out again for a throw-in. Cherki. And it's Bernardo Silva. Has a hit! Hits off target and by quite a way. Gets it back. Somerville. Beautifully done. Souček plays it out to the wing. The referee has given a corner. Bowen with the short one. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Bernardo Silva plays it forward. And it's played forward. And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Bowen. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. It's a brilliant interception. Haaland.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Somerville. Well, there's always this great sense of excitement when there's a new boss at the club. The pre-match press conference was terrific. First time we really had... That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Doku. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Walker-Peters. Potts. He's got options out wide. That is terrific skill. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Cherky goes looking. Haaland spreads it towards the left. Gets wrestled off the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's been levered clear. And he's cut it out. Forward it goes. He's made sure that that won't get through. Rodri. Doku. Out to the left it goes. And the ball is out of play. West Ham get it back again. Lovely bit of skill. Hoists it high. Bowen looking to get on the end of this. There's the shot! Chance to shoot! West Ham opting for a change of tack here, I think, Jim.
Yeah, but it's an approach that can work very well if you've got the players who have the right movement in the box. You know, when they're coming in from wide positions, you just want that instinct to take over.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's been taken straight back. Disasi tries a pass forward.
Manchester City really have been...
And we've reached half-time. So another team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals.
Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Souček. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. Bowen! Doku absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Souček. Somerville. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Foden. Hits one! They've done it! The second half off to a spectacular start.
Manchester City are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Manchester City get themselves into the lead.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Disasi tries to get it forward quickly. Bowen. Souček drives it forward. Bernardo Silva hoists it forward. And it's played forward. And here's Wilson.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Oh, this is Wilson who's been caught there, it's a foul.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Bowen! Oh, off the bar! Foden goes looking. Haaland doing well down the left. Now, what are his options? Haaland! Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Foden looking to play it into the box. Looking to dink it in. Oh, he's been flattened there. Wilson gets it out to the wing. City leading as we head into the last quarter of the game. Disasi drives it towards the front. Bowen. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Souček plays it forward. Goes for goal! They've scored! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, who knows what's about to happen from here? I doubt this will be the final score, though.
One final crack at it now.
Manchester City merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And he's there to cut it out. Goes to finish! Souček. Somerville. Souček. Cut out in the nick of time.
West Ham United are certainly applying enough energy and desire, Peter. They just need a break.
Forward it goes. West Ham have it back and they can go again. Back into the middle. What an adventurous run from a defender. He's had a go! Same again, same outcome.
West Ham really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Strong punch.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Bowen. Keeper sends it forward. Out for a throw. Played into space out wide. That'll be a throw. Going through. Into the channel. Chance to cross it. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that probably deserved better.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
That is a poor kick by the keeper, being intercepted. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester City take a point there. All things considered, a pretty good point. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, the draw was about right. A little rustiness here and there, but that will soon be shed in the upcoming games.
Well, that's the lot for them. Well, good day to you on a grey day here, which promises rain, but promises way beyond that what should be a really good game of football. The stands are packed here, people have done everything they can to get here. Indeed, the roads outside were pretty badly clogged, but I think most of the traffic issues have been settled, and indeed, I think most people have now got through the turnstiles and are well covered up against the elements, whatever they may throw at us over the next hour or two. And this must be amongst the favoured arenas of supporters all over the world. It really does have a very special feel to it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Manchester City had to settle for a point on opening day. Not ideal, but better than nothing. Forward it goes. With a delicate ball. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
Doku with a long pass. Keane gets it away. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Well, that's where he wants it. And he's there to hoof it away. Has gone out. Big chance! Goal! City! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
City break the deadlock.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again. Never the one to let you down in these situations.
Coleman. Everton have it back and they can go again. And the counter is on. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ruben Dias gets it back. That's a good hit one! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
That had to be more accurate. Foden. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Cherki. Oh, good interception. Coleman. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. And they win it back again. Oh, they can break here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Coleman. And that's put paid to a promising move. Rodri. Manchester City are looking odds on to go in at the break with their advantage intact. Battles to win it back. Cherki plays it out to the flank. Tarkowski does well there, alert. Mikolenko. Greenish provides an outlet. Has a hit! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they're back on level terms.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. Manchester City head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, 1 each, and the game right on edge. And we are already promptly back at Haaland! Tarkowski is there to heave it away. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Coleman gets it away, and it's played forward. And it's Grealish. He's picked him out. Rodri. Cherki. Manchester City do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Now it's Haaland. Yeah, it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Keane. And he's there to cut it out. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now it's Doku. Dudu, more than happy to take the muscular approach. Haaland. Timely intervention. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And now the breakaway. Coleman. Tarkowski tries to get it forward quickly. Grealish. And that's been won straight back. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Hoists it forward. A buccaneering run from the defender. Coleman proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, smart save. It's gone out for a throw-in. The Toffees making consecutive changes here. Chance to shoot. Dudu! Oh, that is asking for trouble. No foul, says the referee. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Played in with accuracy. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Ball's loose, who's getting there? Doku is onto it and can take it up. Cleared without complication. Tarkowski gets rid without sophistication. But there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Haaland! And it's hoisted clear.
Manchester City merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And it's Grealish. Grealish clips one through.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Looking to win it with time against them.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
He's gone for it! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Towering header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Grealish gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. 2 minutes to be added on. Played down the flank. Great leap! No, not the best of headers. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game chock full of moments and talking points. It could have gone either way, but chose in the end to share its spoils. It ends in a highly entertaining draw. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Manchester City preparing here to be a part of the opening act of another major European club season. An epic tale lies ahead, a footballing drama to unwind over the course of the next 10 months. One where the central cast, both team and individual, will get to write their own story should they survive long enough. This, episode 1. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. So it's back, bigger and better than ever before. I do hope everybody is ready for another ride on the emotional roller coaster.
Bring it on, Peter. I'm looking forward to a competition that always delivers entertainment, whether through its football or indeed its supporting cast of emotion.
Haaland! Big moment! Massive goal!
It's hardly a surprise, is it? That's what we're here for, a player with this wonderful knack of being able to show up and deliver at important times. Yet another example.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Manchester City take the early advantage. Greenwood. Reinders. Marseille. Shot at goal! Turns and goes back. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Where? Greenwood. He's got the ball glued to his feet. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. On the balls, and they've been caught out here. Hoists it forward. A real chance to break. Rodri is demonstrably the team's best dribbler. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Pavard. And it's played forward. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Where? And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Aguirre picks it up from the goal kick. Where? Aguirre cuts it out. Where? Aguirre. Pavard. Jeffrey Kondogbia. And here's Aubameyang. Now, can he capitalise? Plays a clever pass. Medina. Towering header! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Manchester City are leading with half-time drawing close. Brings it forward. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Haaland, he's gone for it! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. Højbjerg, he's through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And here's Aubameyang. And the first half is done. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with the first half performance and the scoreline. They'll definitely want to maintain their momentum now and finish the job.
City head into the dressing room, pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Throw in. Ruben Dias. He's come loose. Rodri. Højbjerg goes looking. Medina. Ruben Dias drives it forward. Done very well to intervene. Forward it goes. That's great strength on the ball. And here's Højbjerg. Højbjerg! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Højbjerg simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted.
Pavard is the guilty party there. Bernardo Silva gets it back. Played out to the right. Where Greenwood provides an outlet. Where steered in. Has a hit! He's had a go!
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Hits one! Tries to get it clear. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Højbjerg. Pavard. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Pavard. And help's available out wide. Hits one! Oh, should have been the equaliser.
Timber knows only too well how important the chance was. He snatched at it.
Can't get the better of his opposite number. And he has been fouled there.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Bernardo Silva. Aguirre does well there, alert. Weir plays it forward. He's got away. Now it's Greenwood. He's had that put on a plate. Out to the right. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Greenwood. It's Greenwood! Manchester City are making a change now. Højbjerg with the short one. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead?
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that. Heads it!
Oh, denied brilliantly!
Greenwood is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Going for goal! Weir gets it out to the wing. And he's cut it out. And now the breakaway. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Timber is there to heave it away. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Almost there, and the players can feel it. And he's away. Tries to get it forward quickly. And that's that. Manchester City have got off to an ideal start. 3 points on day one, and it bodes well for the campaign ahead. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, pressure can quickly...
So, perfect blue skies, almost no wind, beautiful sunshine. These are indeed conditions for the beautiful game. The backdrop here, picturesque, idyllic. No doubt one of the best days of the footballing calendar, and it has added to a really jovial, happy mood in the stands, helping to raise the level of sound by more than a few decibels. Shirt sleeve order, very much the dress code. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely picture perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I really do like the look of Tammy Abraham, Peter, who I find to be very hard-working. He's a real aerial threat, but his pace and energy does make him better at pressing high up the pitch, and of course when countering.
Okay, interesting. Haaland! He's pulled off a fine save.
Haaland sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
Now it's Sancho. Gets the better of his man. That intervention was very necessary. City coming into this game after drawing their first 2 games of the season. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Aston Villa must have been told to look for ways to try and construct some space down the middle here.
And what is it, Jim, that they're actually achieving?
Well, it opens up the pitch, stretches the opposition, and it activates...
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that certainly wasn't one of his best. Oh, he's put too much on it. Hoists it forward. Haaland. Onana. Still goalless at the moment. Konsa. Digne. Konsa. Barkley goes looking. Just brushed off the ball there. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And a real chance to break the deadlock. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Going for... against the crossbar! Sancho can get it clear. Rodgers. That's a promising ball. Now it's Abraham. Shoots! Goal! Villa! First blood drawn.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
Villa break the deadlock.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And he's cut it out. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Haaland! He's missed, but not by that far.
Haaland did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Barkley plays it out to the flank. Loose ball, who's going to get that? Rodgers spreads it towards the left. Oh, really good feet from him. Sancho. He's come loose. Now it's Sancho. Delivers. Towering header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Onana. Ruben Dias gets it back. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Haaland. Away from immediate danger. Battles to win it back. Rodgers. And the counter is on. Lobs it in gently. And it's half-time here. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Diving header! Oh, great save, real class.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra-sharp.
Digne. Cash. Konsa. Played in with accuracy. Bailey. Cash. Cash drives it forward. Ruben Dias. Reinders. Vardiol. Savio. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Digne. Pau Torres. Barkley plays it over to the other flank. Cash. And it's played forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, they may be down, but they're far from out. In terms of chances, they're right up there with these opponents.
Bailey gets into some space. Into the middle. It's Barkley! And he's there to make a great save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Manchester City have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. It's on a plate. Digne! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Vardiol. And once more they can't get through. Cash tries to get it forward quickly. Reinders going full tilt down the left. Haaland clears it out of harm's way. It has got through to him.
Manchester City are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Foden has got himself a free kick. Doku. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Cash knocks it away. Barkley is there to heave it away. Rodri. And the defence can get it clear. Kovacic tries a shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Abraham. Cash plays it forward. Bernardo Silva. Good idea, just poorly executed. Has a look and has a go. And that will sail harmlessly past. Camera. Bailey. Goes for the cross. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Time is ticking away and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Now it's Haaland. Barkley. And time is up. Manchester City have fallen short on the day. They're going to need to bounce back from this. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the way the manager has stormed down the tunnel lends itself to an almighty telling off for such a timid, docile display.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us. Well, whatever time of day or night it is with you, welcome along to a game which is threatened, I have to tell you, by a rather forbidding weather forecast. The expectation is for quite heavy rain as the game grows older this evening. It hasn't arrived just yet, but it will do shortly. Glad to report, though, that that hasn't affected the crowd, who are here in good number and indeed in good voice. And the game will be underway very soon. Certainly this is a very real chance! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. The Seagulls have picked up 6 points from the first 9 available, 2 wins in 3, Jim. That's a pretty good start, isn't it?
Yeah, and they'll be very confident, I think, about their chances here because of that start, Peter. I think things have obviously started to click and they can really now start to plough on.
Brighton and Hove Albion going wide appreciably more than they had been.
Yeah, they're just making more of the increased time on the ball there and...
Chance! That is absolutely glorious! A finish right from the top draw!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
City take the early advantage. Has a hit! It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Foden. Lewis. Brighton coming into this game on the back of a really good result, and their boss must take an awful lot of credit for that.
Yeah, he had a problem, but he was confident he had the players to fix it, and his willingness to take risks is what I liked, and that worked an absolute treat.
And that's sprayed out wide. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. This is promising. Gross plays it backwards, and they'll try again. Breaks on here, plays it out to the wing. Rodri. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Promising move that, good inroads into enemy territory, but no joy. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Ball is over the line. And it's played forward. Mitoma. Bernardo Silva. Baleba. Webster. Gross spreads it towards the left. Yehi. Bernardo Silva. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Just brushed off the ball there. Gross cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Doku. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. And he's whipped it in low. Great challenge, time to perfection. Plenty of appeal. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They work tirelessly for me.
Manchester City head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're already into the second period. Manchester City carrying a one-goal lead. Manchester City lost a tight game last time and are now looking to respond positively. Minter going through. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Shapes to shoot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Ruter certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Milner. Baleba. Out of play for a throw. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Doku. And he's going long. And it's been taken. Tries a shot! That's a half-decent try.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Cherki. Mitoma. Still just a single goal between the sides. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Gross! Oh, what a goal! He's got himself a peach of a goal! Oh, that is a bit special. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
Hits one!
Again, let me mention what a wonderful stop the goalkeeper pulled off there. Really wonderful.
Vardiol. Tried to play it through.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. And he has been fouled there. Donnarumma deals with it effortlessly. Vardiol. Milner positions himself well and cuts it out. Gets it upfield. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mitoma goes on a run down the left wing. Pumps it into the area. Turns and goes back. The Seagulls, he hits it! Good strike, quite an alarm. Could move up a gear here. Doku. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Needed a better pass there. Baleba hoists it forward. And it's Milner. Tries to dink it in. Loose ball, who's going to get that?
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Chance to break. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And the defence can get it clear. And he's there to cut it out.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
A forward pass. Kajolu. Gross, who has made his impact already, has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Matthews Nunes.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
And time is up. Well, nobody is totally satisfied, but it was a more than decent game, a super watch, and it ends in a draw. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester City can always take more positives from a result.
Well, welcome everybody to a part of the world where football really matters. There is a healthy tension, great expectation building in the lead-up to kick-off here. A little bit grey overhead, and indeed the forecast is for a drop or two of rain as the day grows older. But regardless of that, there is a lovely backdrop here. The ambience is good, smashing noise from both sets of supporters, and expectations high in both camps. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing... And the finish! Goal!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that. The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Crystal Palace take the early advantage. Lerma. Lacroix. Doku plays it out to the wing, and he's whipped it in low. Doku! Haaland concedes a free kick for that. Just the talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Keeper sends it forward. Cuts it out. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Ruben Dias, Rodri, Cherki, Yet another to add to football's endless list of could-haves and should-haves.
Manchester City just had to make the ball stick, but came up short.
Gets up to head it! This could fall anywhere! Oh, nice touch. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, and just notice the way, when they ping it out wide, the prompt for those in central midfield to make their forward runs, and they're looking to get on the end of whatever arrives.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Johnson gets into some space. And they've been caught out. Has a hit! He's hit it first time.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
And he has been fouled there. Bino with a delicate ball. Beautifully done. Jeremy Pino, and the weighted pass. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Doku with the clearance. Kamada gets a towering header. Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Foden. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Foden. Throw in. Lacroix plays it forward. Out to the left it goes. Gets away from his opponent. Massive leap! Another fruitless header.
How hard can it be to time a jump with the right contact? It's not that difficult, is it?
Bernardo Silva. Johnson. Decent looking ball. Good take by the keeper, he's read that well. Lewis. Cherki. Foden. And they win it back again. Lerma. Richards with a searching ball. Foden. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Mateta. Going for goal! Oh, that is asking. Another chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Mateta is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Stones does well there, alert. And he's surging through. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Foden. He's picked him out. Cherki. He slid it through. And it's hoisted. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Not the most convincing of displays. They can certainly do much better than this. They'll want to keep things simple, build up their confidence and not rush into mistakes.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Manchester City need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
Hughes. Bernardo Silva. Palace, whose manager came in for a bit of flack after their previous result.
Listen, there's just...
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Rodri. Johnson. And the counter is on. He's made sure that that won't get through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Foden.
Crystal Palace clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Ruben Dias battles to win it back. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. It's Mateta! The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Ruben Dias. Your impression so far, Jim?
Manchester City
Are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Shoots! Time for a change in personnel. Oh, smart save. Now it shoots! Savio. Ruben Dias. Yehi. They get a throw in. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious as to who was going to be taken off. His energy levels began to sag, and he was never going to last until the final whistle.
Looks to bypass the midfield. Johnson continues his run. Lovely bit of skill. Out towards the flank. A really good feat. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And that's one way to annoy his teammates.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise. Crystal Palace are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Crystal Palace making consecutive changes here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Deftly done. Forward it goes. Kamada. Lerma finds himself eased off the ball.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Benitez gets it upfield. Johnson. Nketiah.
Crystal Palace can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Manchester City to make one last surge forward. He's managed to get that all wrong. Nketiah. Lerma. A forward pass. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It has ended in disappointment, defeat, and back to the drawing board. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
That's a fairly demoralising loss.
Well, hello to everyone and welcome as you join us for the second of these group stage games. Competition only a couple of match days old, but there have been already plenty of talking points, much for us to scrutinise over the course of a fortnight or so. Winners on day one, no doubt now looking to cement their place in the latter stages. As goes for goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
And what a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on.
Haaland! Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Doku. Yamal. Lewandowski. Hit long and direct. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. It's Lewandowski! Sticks it away! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Ferran Torres really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
And back to base. Keeper's got good distance on that. Just brushed off the ball there. Brings it forward. They've managed to get it away. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Gets it back. Now it's Doku. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. De Jong trying to get there. Drilled in low. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's off on a marauding run. Lewandowski! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Gonzalez. He's Gonzalez! Ted, speculative strike. Fence has got rid of that. Ruben Diaz. Cut out in the nick of time. And out to safety. Now it's Haaland. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Eric Garcia drives it forward. And here's Lewandowski. And it's played forward. And he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Lewandowski! It's broken loose. Pedri. Could be thinking about a shot. Has a pop! And they win it back again. Looks to clip it forward. Now it's has a hit! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Lewandowski is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
That intervention was very necessary. Ferran Torres goes for goal. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Cherki.
Barcelona really are enduring a frustrating spell when it comes to trying to move the ball around the midfield. They lack the sharpness and urgency.
De Jong with the short one. There's the whistle for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
And the second half gets underway. Well, this has a pop! No mistake! The second half sparks straight into life. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
City get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Played into them, gets up to head it! Good delivery, but no joy.
Manchester City can defend those situations better by stopping the crosser at source.
And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Eric Garcia. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres goes looking. It's Lewandowski! Oh, that's a fine save!
Lewandowski simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Cherki. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, what a ball! Going for goal! Foden, 60 minutes played.
Well, the omens aren't looking favourable for them because they're chasing the ball too much.
Gorgeous control there.
Ferran Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It is a corner, good chance. That's not going far. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Referee's given a throw. Battles to win it back. Pedri. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Pedri. What a ball, and a shot! Haaland. Koundé. 75 minutes played. And here's Lewandowski. Pedri. Lewandowski.
Barcelona are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Foden. Foden.
Manchester City are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Now it's Haaland.
Manchester City are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Over to the left. He's had a go!
Manchester City need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Loses his balance and loses the ball.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
That's surely a foul, free kick. And that is that. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester City didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
Well, hello and welcome to what amounts to football heaven. It doesn't get a whole lot better than this. The conditions are utopian. The sky is blue and the players are with us for a football match so widely and keenly anticipated. Truly, this is pristine, and the level of expectation and excitement is reflected in the hits one! Bernardo Silva. Chance to break. All the way back and they start again.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Ake. Rodri. Foden. Now it's Doku. Haaland. Haaland! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Big chance! Same again, same outcome.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Wirtz! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss. McAllister goes short. Aimed in toward... Gets up to head it! And he has been fouled there. Has a pop! No, just couldn't quite turn it in.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Oh, poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Bernardo Silva. They're guilty of lacking inventiveness here. It's all broken down. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. McAllister. Shot at goal! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Bernardo Silva. Oh, good interception. And he just whacks it away.
Cherky really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
The Reds get it back again. Ball through needs to be good here. Isak! Isak! Forward it goes. Doku. Now it's Doku. Now it's Doku. Jones. Wits. Foden. Hoists it forward.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Ekitike gets it, and now what? Bernardo Silva driving on now. What can they conjure from here? It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Now it's Doku. McAllister. And there is the half-time whistle. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time. And the game has already resumed here. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Lewis goes looking. Mamouche. Gravenberg. Jones. McAllister tries to get it forward quickly. Wits. Gorgeous control there. Well read, he sorted that out. Rodri drives it forward. And now the breakaway. Gets away from his opponent.
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Liverpool claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Gravenberg, more than happy to take the muscular approach. Haaland displaying his defensive capabilities there. That's no striker's tackle.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his
towering header. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
That has put a stop to that. Van Dijk, and it's played forward. He's made sure that that won't get through. Well played, he saw that coming. Now a chance to break. Cherky. Robertson does well to read it and intercepts. Gomez gets into the right position to intercept. McAllister plays it forward. Oh, he's Isaac! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Deftly done. Gets it upfield. Witz! Whistle's gone, that's a foul. That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Savio proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Rodri. Vardiol. How about a shot? Almost nothing left on the clock here. Liverpool have scored in each of their last 5 games, but it doesn't... Had a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Bajcetic. Witz. Just brushed off the ball there. Dashing forward at pace. Vardiol. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Now it's Chiesa. And that's it. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it from us. Thanks very much, Jim. It's a very good day to you from both of us.